just want to say hello, everybody. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Janet.
And today we thought we'd bring you along to make some Indian food. We both are new at this, and Broccoli Mom put out a really cool ebook, and we picked some fun recipes to try. And, you know, any questions or anything, just let us know. What are you starting with, Janet?
I'm going to start with the Tadka Dal.
So what I have here is the Tadka Dal is, it calls for mung dal or red lentils, and mine have been soaking, and I have the red lentils here. And then we've got a bunch of just clean water that I have behind me that I'm going to use, just filtered water, some turmeric, and then salt is on the recipe to taste, but I'm going to skip that part. So the first thing that it tells us to do is always rinse your lentils, because there's all kinds of, you know, rocks sometimes and different things, and it can be very dirty. So I did that. I rinsed them really good. I swished my hand around in the bowl and I kept dumping it out. And then I finally filled it with some hot water, and it's been soaking here for about a half an hour. Is that how you did it, Janet?
But I'm going to start with my rice because it's got to cook for an hour. So I'm switching gears on you because you're going to do yours in the Instapot, but I'm doing mine on the stove.
Okay.
So
no worries.
I'm just going to start toasting my cumin seeds, and then I soaked my rice, and I'm going to toss it in. So I got 2 cups. I didn't have 2 cups of basmati, so I've got a cup of basmati and a cup of jasmine. And once those cumin seeds get toasty, I'm going to just toss this in with water, 4 cups of water, and cover it, and it's going to cook.
Okay, I'll tell you, you know, what happened to me is I didn't have basmati rice either. I had jasmine, and then I thought that when I got to the store, because I ran to the store to get some, I bought more jasmine, so I don't have it either. Oh, well, so I'm going to go ahead and rinse, you know, just drain my lentils and get them in the pot behind me. I'm just wondering, has anyone ever, you know, made different variations of this dish before, and like any tips or tricks?
Another thing that I wanted to mention is I made some raita because I made yogurt yesterday, and the yogurt came out. And so I made another yogurt using my own soybeans this morning. So I've got that in the Instapot to see if now I can do it with my own soy milk.
That's so cool.
And I used some of the...
What did you use yesterday, Janet, for the for the yogurt that you made?
I went ahead and got a Trader Joy quart of soy milk, and I had some vegan yogurt starter, and I tossed a packet of that in. It was out of date though, so I was afraid it wasn't going to work. Okay, I'm going to toss my rice in.
So I've got my lentils in here with 4 cups of water, and I'm going to put some fresh turmeric, and I'm going to set it on the stove.
Okay, now I'm going to bring this rice to a boil.
You can use turmeric in, you know, you don't have to use fresh. You can use a store-bought dried, but I have it, so I thought, why not?
Okay, so I'm going to bring that rice to a boil and let it simmer for 15 to 25 minutes, or until all the rice is cooked and the water's absorbed. So there's the rice.
Can you just recap what you guys are making again?
Yes, I just started the Jeera rice, and that is pretty much just cumin and rice. So I toasted my cumin over here on the stove, and then I had soaked and then drained some rice, and I didn't have all basmati, so I've got some basmati brown and some jasmine brown, and I tossed those in with the cumin seeds and added 4 cups of water, and now I'm going to bring it to a boil and let the water all absorb in the rice. And then
Thank
Jennifer,
you.
what are you doing?
I started Tadka Dal. I was just saying that I rinsed the lentils and soaked the lentils and put them in here now with water and turmeric. I'm bringing that to a boil. And while that's waiting to come up, I'm going to start working on the rice. Janet's doing hers on the stovetop. I'm going to do mine in the Instant Pot. So we'll do a little variation in that respect.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah, I'm so glad you guys are all here.
Okay, so I'm putting my lentils in 4 cups of water and some turmeric powder. Turmeric, half a teaspoon. Okay.
So I'm just going to share that. I'm just going to get on the bandwagon for a minute. I've been really interested. I've never tried it before. I found these today at the store. So I'm going to at some point try it as well. But this is the only one I could find. And this Eden soy milk was, it doesn't have like a label where it says the ingredients. I'm assuming that it's just soy. It only has the nutrition facts on it, which I thought was really unusual.
What kind, Jennifer, what type of Eden soy is that? There's only one that has just soy milk and water. The others all have additional things.
Oh, well.
What does it say on the label? What does it say on the front?
It says original Eden soy, organic soy milk made from whole soybeans.
Okay, it doesn't say unsweetened, right?
No, I looked for that and
The ingredients are, the ingredients should be on there. The only one that's plain beans and water is what's called unsweetened, right on the label.
now I see it. You're right. You know what? Look at how this is in the back. And of course, it's the very first thing at the top, ingredients, but I was looking for a different thing. And you're right. This has other things in it. So this is not going to work for me. So back to the store it goes. But I did find this part, and maybe I'll order the correct one online. Thank you so much for sharing that. But I'm going to go ahead and add, my Instant Pot is on saute mode, and I'm going to add some whole cumin to the bottom of it and just see if I can get it to pop here. And then I'm going to add my rice. So I've never done it quite this way. I mean, I make rice in the Instant Pot, but I've never really dealt with whole cumin seeds.
It's really fun.
Are they supposed to pop?
They will. Yeah. Wait till they start popping.
Okay, so I'll just be patient and let them do their thing. And then at the same time, I'm going to keep checking on the lentils behind me because they're supposed to be coming to a boil. And so far they're not. Oh, I see. I don't know if you can see there's like smoke. So, oh, they are. Oh, they're starting to pop. I wonder if I could show you. This is fun.
Isn't it?
Let's see. Oh my gosh. Can you see in there? Oh, I can smell it.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, but it's it's not gonna burn?
Yeah. Yeah. You got to add water and rice.
Oh my goodness, I better get busy.
First, add the rice and stir it in the cumin seeds in a little bit.
Okay. Oh, it says hot.
Yeah. Yeah. Get moving. Put in the rice.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna cancel the saute.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh my goodness. All right, here goes the oh my gosh. That is serious heat. Serious heat.
Yeah. Have
Okay.
that water ready.
I've got the water ready. I just got to pour it in as soon as I get every little drop because I like getting every little drop.
Well, and stir it, mix them with the cumin seeds.
Boy, that was a bit stressful for a second there. Okay, so that's all mixed up. I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to pour it in. Here, I'm going to see if I can do this with one hand. Can you guys see into that?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see if I can hold this and pour the water in.
My lentils are starting to boil, so I'm going to go ahead and cover.
Okay, I want to make sure I have enough water in there. Let me see.
Simmer.
Push it down. Oh yeah, it's covered enough, and I'll show you before I close it up. There you go. Okay, last time, and then I'll set the timer. See, can you see that?
Another thing I'm going to do is make some corn tortillas instead of the oat thing because Stephen wants some corn tortillas.
Oh, okay, that's great. So I'm closing this up, And I'm gonna just put, God, I forgot how much I usually put, like 4 minutes, I think. It's really fast.
Oh, everything smells so good. Now I see why everybody wants to have a smell-o-vision.
Now I'm just gonna move this a little out of the way. And then after the Instant Pot comes to, to finish, it's basically just fluff it. So we'll see the difference between Janet doing it on the stovetop and me doing it in the Instant Pot, which is kind of fun. So put that aside. I'm gonna check my lentils. Okay, the water is starting to boil a little bit, so I'm gonna give it a stir. So it says bring it to a boil and then, which it's just about, and then we're gonna let it simmer for 25 minutes. So you think we could do the tempering while it's cooking for the 25 minutes?
I wouldn't do it for the whole 25 minutes.
Well, no, just while it's going.
Yeah, why not? You get a burner. I don't have a burner, but I can get out my single burner.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go over some of the things that we're gonna be tempering just to show. We've got, let me just turn this down, cumin seeds and mustard seeds. And this is like a lot of new stuff for me. It talked about a green chili cut up. I have a serrano pepper, but I wasn't sure that I even was gonna use it because I've been really sensitive to heat right now. And then some of the other things in here is chili powder, red chili powder, garam masala, turmeric, ground cumin, coriander, all in here, which is amazing. And then I have fresh garlic that I chopped up, and then some scallions and fresh tomatoes. So, and the chili powder that I used is this cayenne one. And the other ones are just ones that I had from the store.
I just had one tomato, so I've got some diced, I opened up a can of diced tomatoes. So I figure if I feel I need more, I'll use the diced tomato.
That's a great idea. Yeah, why not? I had two like regular medium-sized tomatoes, and then I thought if I need more, I have some of these cherry ones, but I just went with those. I think this is plenty. So
Yeah, I have a couple of cherry tomatoes and one medium tomato, and then the diced tomatoes. Here's my corn tortilla ball.
nice. That's great. I'm gonna
So I'll
try.
let that rest for a minute.
I am also making oat roti. Is that how you say it? ROTI.
My
That's it.
sister would know.
It's roti.
Oh,
You're
thanks,
right.
Jessie.
Say it again.
It's roti, just like you said. You're right.
Oh, all right, good. Okay, and so for that, I'm actually doubling the recipe because Todd got really excited about that one. So we're gonna have plenty. I'm gonna just move these things aside here. And I went ahead and I used the rolled oats that I have here, the no glyphosate sprouted gluten-free rolled oats, and I mixed them mixed it up in my dry mix, Vitamix thing here. And so I was able to make my own flour. So here it is, and it's pretty nice. I'll show you. So I'm gonna mix that up. Let's see how they want me to do this. So it wants me to bring water to a boil. So I better get the water going, and I have to remember to double the recipe. So I'll be back. I'm going to measure that out. So I'm wondering if anyone knows, as the lentils are cooking, is it supposed to completely absorb all the water or just get really soft and mushy and nice?
Let's read the instructions.
It doesn't really say. It just says.
Let it simmer for 20 to 25 minutes or until the lentils are tender. Yeah.
So I wouldn't wait until all the water's gone because it's possible that the lentils will get soft quickly. Red lentils do get soft quickly.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Yeah.
So I keep checking them, Jennifer, and go with your your judgment on whether they're too soft or not quite soft enough.
Okay, there's plenty of liquid in here. I just was like not sure because it talks about bringing it to a boil and then lowering the heat for 25 minutes, up to 25 minutes until lentils are tender. And then it says for a creamier texture, you're going to mash the lentils slightly with the back of the spoon. And I just wasn't sure, does that mean, you know, you want to cook out most of the liquid or you want it kind of soupy? But
You're going to want to drain off any liquid that has been absorbed.
Oh,
You'll want to drain off any liquid that hasn't been absorbed and then just mash the lentils. So they should be mashable when you decide that they're done.
It doesn't say to drain them. Oh, sorry.
they still have about 12 minutes on the timer and I set it for, I set it for 20 or 25 minutes. So about halfway.
Jennifer, I think you would leave maybe a little bit of the water in because dal is not just the lentils. I mean, I guess dal can be different consistencies. So I guess it'd be what consistency you want.
Okay.
And you guys are adding rice into the dal, or is the rice going to be separate?
It's just another
On top.
dish that we were gonna, you know, make. It didn't say anything. What are you gonna do, Janet?
It's just a, you know, an accompaniment.
Yeah, so we can
Pour
either,
the dal over the rice.
yeah, or separate it on the side. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
think it matters.
Well, as long as the lentils are soft enough to mash, you know, anything you do is probably going to be fine.
Okay, so I got my water boiling. So I'm gonna put it in this heat safe dish gently because I don't want to. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my rolled oat flour and add it into the hot boiled water and mix it and try to make a dough. Not with my hands.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna try to smush it up and get it nice and blended.
You know, I have about 23 of us, and I just put us in a plant-powered women warrior group for my contacts. So I'll just send you all, you know, whenever we do a Zoom, I'll send it out to you.
Yay, thank you so much, Janet.
Yeah. See my rice here, you guys. Is
Oh, that
too
looks
far away?
great. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Whoa.
Okay, so that looks really good. This tells me that I want to coat it like I did, and now I'm going to want to let it sit for 5 minutes. So I'm just going to let it sit.
I think I should just turn this off and let it toast. What do you think, Jen?
Yeah.
It looks.
I mean, from here it looks really good.
Here, maybe I better try some.
Clean kitchen towel. I'm just going to kind of let it do this thing and set it aside.
I think I need to let it evaporate a little bit more.
The rice?
Yeah. It's a little bit, you know, like the taste of water. I think it'll get more concentrated if I leave it alone, right?
And mine is done. So I'm gonna open it up and see how we did here in the Instant Pot. I've got to do a quick release.
If I should drain
How,
that.
how many, hey Jennifer, how many minutes do you do rice in the Instant Pot? Is it like a rice cooker?
This one, here, let me just stop that for a minute. This one, because it's the white, I use jasmine. It called for basmati. I put it in the Instant Pot for 4 minutes and then I let it, it's like also an additional 4 minutes. And I'm gonna release it now. And I put in 2 cups of rice and I put in 2 1/4 cups of water. What I find is that if I do a 1-to-1 ratio and just add 1/4 extra, no matter how many cups I have, I find that it makes it a little softer. So depending on how you like your rice. But let me see, what was this recipe? Oh, I have so many recipes here. Hold on. Oh, so this asked for more water because it's originally meant to be put on the stovetop, but I just kind of did my own. So let me finish getting the steam out and we'll take a look together and see if it came out.
Okay, I'm moving my lentils to the back and I'm gonna get my tempering pan warming up, Jennifer.
Okay, yep, I've got mine here. I just haven't started it yet. The dal, I'm gonna show you in a minute after I do this rice. I'm gonna show you and get your opinion on how it's coming along since I'm so brand new at this.
So we're gonna toast some seeds for the tempering, cumin and mustard seeds.
Okay, so what do you think?
Ooh, that looks pretty good. I kind
Beautiful.
of-
So there we go. So that looks like the rice and I'm gonna fluff it and taste it together, even though it's not all plated and everything. Let me get a fork. Oh yeah, it's perfect. Perfect. So let me just show. Oh, I'm dropping it into the garlic. Here it is.
Wow, that's good.
That looks great, Jennifer. And that's your jasmine?
Mm-hmm. And it's
Mhm.
perfect. It's I think any longer and it would have gotten too gummy, but so that's why, you know, I let it go 4 minutes. I probably could have even stopped it at 2 minutes after it was done cooking the original 4 minutes, or you could do 3 minutes. You know, I kind of play with it, but I'm just gonna turn it off. You could let it sit and just stay warm, but I'm gonna turn it off and just close up the lid until we're ready. But I'll show you one more time. I didn't really do a great job of fluffing it, but you could see a little bit to kind of see the consistency.
So Jennifer, did you say you did 4 minutes and you added another 4 minutes?
So I put on the Instant Pot. I put 3 or 4 minutes for a basmati or a jasmine rice. And then when it's done, instead of doing a quick release, I let it cook an additional 3 or 4 minutes. And then
Oh,
I do
okay.
quick release.
Okay, so you do you let it, yeah, you keep the pressure for 4 minutes and then you do the quick release. Got it.
It can be confusing with the Instant Pot because there's, like you say, bringing it up to pressure and then there's pressurized and then there's releasing the pressure. And
I want to put this over here and show you guys, and I would like you guys to, you know, give me your input on how it's coming along. If I can find my other glove. Oh, here it is. I'm just going to bring the camera to it because I want you to really see inside. Oh man. Okay. Sorry, it's a little wobbly there. Whoops, hold on.
don't drop us.
That looks pretty good to me.
It does. Can you see into the bowl pretty good? Look.
Can
See?
you
You're about-
stir it?
you-
Yeah.
You can see half of it. Boy, it's amazing how long sometimes it takes
Oh.
for the seeds to pop.
That looks pretty liquidy to me, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
I think that's way too liquidy.
okay, I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer.
Well, I think you're just a natural chef, Jennifer.
Okay, let me put this back.
I love toasting spices.
Doesn't it smell so good?
Oh man, it's just the coolest thing.
And I'm getting ready. I'm heating up my pan to add the cumin and mustard seed.
I've got some pot liquor for my water. Because I steamed up a bunch of veggies today. Like I got plenty of tomato in there. I'll add a little bit more.
I'm just waiting for my seeds to pop.
Yeah, it took a long time for mine to pop. And my lentils have been on. So did you take your lentils off the heat, Jennifer?
No, because it was still a little watery, so I put the heat up a little bit, and I'm still gonna let them go just a bit longer.
Jennifer, if you took the top off, do you think that that they would be less watery because they would evaporate?
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's give it a whirl. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll,
You know how when you cook something down?
yes. Oh, can you hear it popping?
Oh boy, yours went fast.
Wow, let me see if I can show you. It's really going crazy.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fun. Okay, so once it's popping, then I'm gonna go ahead and add tomatoes, scallions, and fresh ginger. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Whoa. Wow, there's a lot of sizzle going on in my house.
Did you really put ginger in there?
Yeah.
Where did you see that?
Let me see.
Chilies, onions, tomato, and garlic.
Onions, tomato. I'm sorry, I said ginger. I
Yeah.
lied. I meant garlic. Garlic. This is garlic.
Okay.
I must have ginger on the brain. I made a
Well,
mistake.
ginger's a good idea, actually.
Oh, but this is garlic. I'm sorry. Thank you for
Okay.
catching that.
Well, I love ginger, so it's like, wait a minute, what did I miss here?
No, you didn't. You were just you just had it all going on. Okay, so I'm gonna show this now. Let's see.
Yeah, that's strange that they don't say anything about, and they keep the top on and not dry out the beans a little bit. Huh.
So it just wants me to keep this going for about 10 minutes, up to 10 minutes. And it's
Yep.
if it gets a little dry to add a little water. So I'm going to put it on a low heat and just kind of babysit it. And then we'll be ready for the next step, which is all the seasonings, all the goodies, which I have right here. And after that gets done, I guess the dough will be ready. I could start getting the dough ready.
This is the picture of it, you guys.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah. And I don't know, yeah.
That looks pretty watery, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know one thing that I found that's it doesn't anywhere in the cookbook so far. I haven't found that she put like how many servings stuff makes. So
That's because she's like Chef AJ and she just wants you to eat when you're hungry and stop when you've had enough. And it'll depend on how active you've been and it just depends.
but
AJ
Is the
does the same
recipe
thing.
on is the recipe on Broccoli Mama's website? Is that where you got her book?
Yeah, we got her book.
got the ebook.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
but I just, usually it says serves 2 to 4, serves 6 to 8, or serves, I would use
Yeah,
that.
but not Chef AJ and not Broccoli Mom because they don't believe in servings. They believe in listening to your body and eating how much you need and stopping when you've had enough.
Yeah, but doesn't that make it confusing? What if you're feeding a full family? Don't you want to
Then
have
you're gonna have to make depends on your family, what kind of appetites they have and
Yeah, I mean,
what they've done all day.
know how much rice you and Todd eat. There are a lot of foods you're eating already that are roughly comparable to this. So you can adjust it based on your own eating.
Well, that's true.
I'm adding my spices to the tempering mix.
Okay, I'm
And
gonna
then I
mix.
just go ahead, Jen.
Oh, that's okay. I was just saying that I'm just checking on the dough and it's still going. I'm gonna give it another maybe 5 minutes and then I think I'll pull it off.
Well, I just love the way they toss these spices. Man. So I don't know what to do about the lentils.
What's the matter?
It looks like it's a pretty soupy dish on the picture.
You want it, why don't you, I'm cooking mine down a little more so that there's still liquid in it, but it's not like so soupy.
I kept mine, like Gina said, I took the top off and everything, but it's still pretty Here, I'll turn it up a little here. Just cook some of that water off because this is ready. Right, and I think this is really going to add to the sauce, to the lentils.
Okay, so let's see. And as soon as my tomato mixture is done cooking, then I've got all of these spices that we talked about earlier, the red chili powder, the garam masala, turmeric, ground cumin, and ground coriander, and red chili powder. I have also this guy, if you were going to add it, I would have added it in with the tomatoes. I'm just not feeling it right now, so I put it here to so I wouldn't forget to share that, but next time I would put it in there.
Is that a serrano?
Yeah, it doesn't call for a serrano. It calls for just green chilies. But this, I mean, we have a plant and we have like all of them. This is just what I picked the other morning.
Oh my.
And
Wow.
I've got bags
Wow.
of it in the freezer. We've made.
Envy.
Oh, I wish I could share. I have so many to share, but I just, yeah. When we first started our garden, my son came to help us. And so I said, why don't you pick a plant or, you know, some seeds or something, and, you know, you can have a spot. And so he got this little tiny serrano pepper plant. And then he moved out. And this plant is so enormous. It's taller than I am. And it's in our garden bed. And it's so happy. And it is like never ending. We have so many peppers.
That's great.
This is looking really good. Let me show you this. I think I'll go a few more minutes, but it's really starting to cook down. And I think that'll be good. And then I'll show you also, I should show you again. Maybe I could just bring the whole camera over here. Might be easier. So I think it's looking better. Many years ago, I lived in a condo, and it was like a little house. And in the backyard, there was a retaining wall for our yards, and that was a shared wall. And there was a family that lived on the other side. They were so lovely. They were from the UK, but originally from India. And they used to sometimes share some of the foods the mother would make. They were all vegetarian. And I tried, that's kind of some of my first experiences with Indian cuisine. And I remember, I might even still have the recipe, some kind of mustard peppers. Has anyone had or heard of anything like that?
No.
No, I got to see if I have it still. Oh yeah, this looks really good. I liked that I did what you said, Gina, with the lid and everything off, and kind of Jesse just kind of let the water a little bit less. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add all the spices in, and it says just to add them and mix them well. So here we go.
That looks so comforting, Janet.
There it is.
We can't see the rice. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness.
That looks great, Janet. Ooh, this
Oh.
smells amazing. Holy cow, that looks good.
It does.
So did you
Yeah.
already mash the lentils, Janet?
Yeah, just did the, where it said mash them with the spoon.
So I'm at the point where here's the onion, tomato, garlic, all the spices really mixed up well. And now I'm going to add all of this to the dal. And then I'll just put it in there, and then I'll bring the camera over so you guys can see me, and I'll mix it that way.
I mean, the main thing is, does it taste good, right?
Right.
Yeah. there yet.
So there, here, I'll show you what I got here.
Oh,
So
yum.
I got some rice, yeah.
Let's see, do it.
Don't burn your mouth.
Mm. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh, so simple, but so tasty. Mm.
I still have to make the bread. That's my last thing.
Yeah, I'll make the corn tortillas.
So I'm just gonna bring this over so I can show you guys where I'm at. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna try to lift this up. I'm sorry that I'm having to do it this way today. Let's see. Hold on. I don't want it to get all steamy again, which it is. Hold on. I'll do it this way again. That seems better.
That's good. That's a good view for us.
Yeah.
So it's not as watery and the flavors are smelling amazing. I don't know personally how to mix these flavors together. And when they were all coming together with the tomato onion mixture, oh my gosh, it smelled so good.
Just amazing. Mm.
Wow. So now I'm gonna set this aside and make the bread and then I'll plate everything. What do you say?
Definitely.
Okay, so we got the rice done and I've got this done. I'm gonna try not to burn my hands. And then the dough is ready to be rolled out. And now let's move on to the last piece of my puzzle. I love a good puzzle, by the way. So, okay, so what I've done is the dough has been resting, so I'm going to bring it back over and it says let it cool down completely, which it is. And then we're going to form it into golf-sized balls on a floured surface and using a rolling pin. I'm not going to use flour. I'm going to use parchment paper, and I do have a roller, so I'll try to tilt the camera down so you guys can see what I'm doing.
You've all watched me make tortillas before, right?
Yes.
A long
I
time
have.
ago.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if they have one of those somewhere in Detroit, one of those presses.
I got this at a Mexican store.
It does seem a little gritty.
Really?
What's this? Oh,
It's,
Want to add water?
I mean, no, it's like doughy, but I feel like it's not as smooth as some flours. I don't know if, I mean, I grounded up the oats really, really finely, but anyways, and I think it is kind of sticky. So I'm gonna add so it doesn't stick, some of this quinoa flour. What do you guys think? Is that a bad idea?
Do it.
Good.
Hey. All right. we're gonna-
Experimenting in the kitchen.
Yeah, so let me just get a little, I have a lot of different choices of flour. I'm gonna just put a little on here. Just get it together. It is quite sticky. Ooh, goodness. See, it's really wet on the bottom. But I'm just gonna do this.
what kind of flour did Amy use?
It says oat flour, gluten-free as required. That's what it says. And
But
that's,
I mean, did it say oat or did it just say gluten-free?
it
Said
literally,
oat.
it literally
Okay,
says oat, yeah.
okay.
And she grinds her oats into flour also.
Yeah. I mean, at least that's what I've seen her do on her channel.
And the recipe before the oat is the wheat. It's the regular, she uses 2 cups of wheat flour.
Yeah.
But I need to do gluten-free for myself, so I went with this recipe because it, so, well, here's a big ball, but now what I'm gonna do is kind of cut it into some pieces and make golf ball sizes.
Yeah, great.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sticky. I'm gonna wash my hands.
I need to clean out my rice and then I can have 2 pans going here.
How's that rolling, Jennifer?
Looks pretty good. It's not a perfect round shape or anything, but I'm okay with it. I guess I could move it around a little bit. Can you see it?
I've never rolled oat flour before.
Oh, can you see it okay?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to, I really love using parchment paper instead of, I mean, I'm using both now, but I always try to use it first because it tends to help lessen the stickiness, you know? Hope I can peel it off okay. I don't know. Oh, this side's working out. Oh my God, I'm trying to, this is really, I gotta add lots more flour. Okay, I did get to turn it over, but can you tell this is super sticky?
Yeah.
It just looks
That was
really
painful.
well. I'm gonna try to fix it. So let me just pretend I'm, see, and I don't want so much flour on it either, you know, but okay, this is seeming better. This is seeming better. Look at that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this ready to go on the pan. I'm gonna heat the pan up and it says just to add one at a time and let it cook for 30 seconds and then flip it up to 2 minutes. So let's see, I'll just put this aside and make another one. I'll just put it on the corner there. And I'm gonna make sure that I have a nicer kind of, you know, covered so that it's not so sticky. And that's about the size that I'm doing. You could just mash it and so, oh yeah, I think this is a better idea. Just add a little flour as you go. So this quinoa flour is gluten-free. I would use any flour that I had that was gluten-free, or if I paid attention, I could have done more of the oat flour, which would have kept the same exact flavor. And then I could have added that if I had ground up a little bit extra, but I didn't. So that's okay. And here we go. This one, I'm going to keep rolling it out a little bit more. All right, I'm going to go throw this guy on here and see what happens.
Oh,
These are very floury.
there. Okay, now.
I might need lots of practice for this. Aha, yay, there you are.
And it's my workout room, but I can keep all my extra stuff here. He just finished them before today. And
They're
then
beautiful.
top shelf is for him because he's tall. So I'll see if I can get back to the kitchen without crashing and breaking everything. Being a boy, you know, he doesn't really move the little stuff. I got to do all that. But he does the big stuff.
You guys have a good team going on.
Yep. And he'll do anything I ask. I just have to remember to ask. Boys don't seem to. They can walk past things forever and never think to move them or, you know, like the recycling. The cardboard, I opened up all the boxes and I waited a couple days and I realized he doesn't see them. So I'm like, honey, will you take that out to recycling? And it's done. They're so funny.
They look nice, Jennifer.
Thanks. For my very first one, I mean, at least it didn't totally crash.
Looks
Maybe it's
great,
like the
Jennifer.
first pancake.
Yeah, oh, okay, I hope so. Thanks. So we'll see. It says to roll it out thin, but it was sticking so bad, I'm scared to go like too thin. And I stopped using the parchment paper on the one side, but I wasn't really sure what to expect. I think in my mind that I was thinking that this was going to be more like a pita, even though it didn't say that. You know, like somehow it would get air inside of it.
Yeah, yeah, they look pretty flat, actually.
Yeah, but that's okay. I'll just have fun with this. I don't really do this kind of
Well, you're doing good.
eating. Yeah, thanks.
So here I got 4 tortillas.
Yeah.
Yum.
I want to try to do some without the flour, but it's so sticky. Let me try to cut this in like a smaller piece and not add anything else and just see if I can use my hand or something.
I have to use the timer because otherwise the time just goes by so fast. I can't keep up with it.
Just won't. It's just so sticky. Ugh. Well,
There's so many kinds of Indian flatbreads. Which one is this called again?
oat roti,
Oh,
R-O-T.
roti. Okay, rotis are more like tortillas, I think. So I don't think it's going to puff up. Like maybe a naan might puff up.
Well, if this is supposed to be a tortilla, I feel like it's too thick. But
She makes a chickpea naan.
I just want to taste this little piece. Let's just see what's going on here with this little piece that fell off. Oh, it's pretty doughy, but nice flavor. It's just a plain, very basic plain, because I didn't even put salt in it. But I think it's a good idea to roll it as thin as you can. Gina, I think you're right. So I'm gonna attempt to do it thinner. That one's a little on the thicker side and see what happens here.
Right, that was 3 days.
Here's the picture of it.
Yeah, mine
For
does.
oat roti.
Look at this. I just tried to get it thin and it just kind of broke apart. So what do? We just make a fun shape. Let me see. I'm going to put the flame up just a hair and maybe put this smaller one. I was really wanting to flatten this out more. Let's just see. This might be actually really good to dip it in it. So that'll be good. All right, so let me just get those 2 done and then I'll plate it and I'll finish cooking these later. All right. And so I think it's important to probably have, the right kind of pan so that it doesn't stick because we're not using butter or oil or anything. And it just says to flip it once, but I flipped it twice. I'm gonna get a plate or a bowl. Maybe I'll do a bowl.
I tried Broccoli Mom's crunchy courgettes.
So here are a couple of these.
Looks good, Jennifer.
Oh yeah.
Look at it browned.
It browned. This one I could have left a little bit longer, but yeah, it did. So I guess I have some more on there, but I mean, Janet, are yours ready? Should we plate it and taste it?
Well, I made Stephen his corn tortillas. I already went ahead and tasted my
Okay,
and
I'm
it's
gonna plate mine.
delicious.
Okay,
Okay,
here
I don't
we
have
go.
that.
Here you
Yeah.
guys.
Stephen's
Oh,
doing a
wow.
taste test with you, Jennifer.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a fork.
That looks
Whoa.
so good.
I'm gonna.
Ooh,
That's a little bowl.
This is a little bowl.
that's great, Jennifer.
I'm gonna. Okay, ready, Stephen? Here we go. I gotta try
like-
the bread now. Oh, the flavors are really good and it's not overpowering. Wow.
Like Tiny Tim, he's gonna be like, more, please.
Mm. This came out good.
Yep. Yum.
Yeah, it's a
I can
keeper.
just imagine starting with, original fresh spice, not fresh, but you know what I mean? Starting with the spices and cooking them whole and then, oh my gosh, it must be so flavorful.
It is so flavorful and it's so fun.
Oh, this
No
is so
oil,
good.
no salt, no sugar, and it's delicious.
Yeah. And you know what? I heard Todd walk in. I'm going to see if he can come in,
Oh, let's let the big taste tester.
right?
Yes. Let's see if he'll go for it.
I'll be right back.
Todd. Okay, go grab him.
Let's see where he is.
Wow.
Is Todd gonna have some?
Yes, he said he'll be here in a minute. So
Oh,
I
good.
just have to give him a second. He just walked in.
I went online looking for Ethiopian stew and I found some interesting people. I'll have to share those with you later.
We have an
No wonder they're so
Ethiopian
crazy.
restaurant here that we tried when we first moved out here. And it was, I mean, I remember it, there was definitely oil, but it was a really cool experience. They had these tables that were just like little stumps. And then they had little smaller stumps. So the smaller stump was your chair and you're really close to the floor, but you're not, your knees are bent. And then they bring your tray and the actual tray with all these different plates of all these different types of food is what is the table centerpiece, and there was like a spongy bread and just all the kinds of stuff that you dip. And I always thought that was super cool, but that's the extent of my knowledge about it.
Yeah, Ethiopian, you don't get any silverware. You use that flat bread to scoop up everything.
Yeah,
We went to one
spongy.
in DC. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Todd is home. Would you come over here and try something for all of us?
Come on, Todd.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, hi.
Hello, hello.
We just got Steven's approval, so let's see if we can get yours.
Well, the peer pressure is overwhelming now.
So this is a dal,
Okay,
and this is a cumin rice,
okay.
and this is an oat bread. And so
Okay.
I can make you your own, or you can just,
Do I mix it or should I taste them individually?
I mean, you do whatever you want.
You do you.
I
Okay.
put
You
some
do
over
you.
there, I put some over there, just,
We'll just break it out into individual pieces first, see what happens.
Okay.
Okay, so this is,
yes.
okay. Dal.
Todd-
Okay. Oops.
Oh, dollop of dal.
Oh, there's some spice in there.
Yes.
That says hello.
And I didn't add the serrano pepper
Wow.
somewhere here. Oh, here, look, I was gonna put this in too. but
Oh,
That's a nice hello. All right,
what does that mean? Do you like it? Because he does like spice.
I do.
oh, good, good.
I wasn't expecting it, so that's very nice. Very, very, and I think this is the goal, Indian, flavor.
Yeah.
Re-
It's dull, it's their
really comes
staple
through.
food.
Yep, comes
Yeah.
through very, very strongly.
Tell us what you think about the Jeera rice.
All right, let's try the Jeera rice.
Yeah, the Jeera rice. And the dal is called Tadka.
Yeah, Tadka Dal.
Mm. Now, I'm a huge fan of rice. This is really good.
Oh, good.
2 for 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right.
Okay, what about the oat?
Yeah, try that. It's supposed to be like a more like a tortilla, but I couldn't get it.
I'll just eat this plain. just to see it.
Whatever, you can have a fresh
No,
one.
no.
I have all of these here, look.
No.
You couldn't even have your own plate.
That's really good too.
Do you want
All
to?
right, Todd.
I love the texture and the density of it. It's not super, dense and doughy,
Mhm.
but it's got some good body to it. I like it.
So you
Awesome.
wanna have some with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually take this.
You can.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. And
Thanks,
for dinner.
Todd.
Thank you for dinner.
Hey, thanks for editing the picture.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Hey, Todd approved too, Stephen. Todd approved also. Yeah.
Yeah, Stephen had a bite and I had a bite at the same time, and Janet had it ready a little bit sooner. And some of the other people here are cooking and some are watching, and
For those of you who are still cooking this, you gotta,
no, they're not cooking, they're cooking other things.
Oh.
But
Jesse's making a pinto bean chili.
oh, nice.
All kinds of goodies in it.
Nice. This is really good. I'm into this.
But
wow.
we should let everybody go. Gosh, what time is it?
Yes, thank you so much,
Oh my
everyone.
gosh.
It was wonderful.
This was
Wonderful.
fun.